So, good morning. I'm sure this will work in a second. Let me see. My speaker is. Great. I should be live here now. Let me quickly see that sound is working. Yeah, sound is working. Great. So, good morning. Monday morning again, 10 o'clock. So, and in our series today, we will talk about the Industrial Development Corporation. What do they do? How do they fund? What you need to have in place to be able to apply for a loan through the IDC. Please do me a favor, if you can see me and hear me, just write a yes in the comments if you're on Facebook underneath. If you're using the Zoom link, you just need to scroll down with, oh yeah, great, 15 people there, hi. If you are with Zoom, yes, you just scroll down with your mouse and then you can see there is a chat and you can write your comments and also your questions in the chat. Hein, Schlanschla and Tiboho, great, good morning. So let's dive into it. What I like to do is to make it easier. I will go to the website of IDC so that you also, if you want to apply later on your own, you have a good understanding where you need to go and where you find the information. So let me see. It is always a little bit tricky here with I need to have this window open. Okay, now I can share that. So, okay, so now you can see this is the website from IDC, and you can, let's check the sectors so that you have a good understanding of which sectors IDC will finance. And then we can also go to the products so that you have an idea what they can do, okay? I will not go too much into details because this is really only 15 minutes short introduction so that you get an idea, because each and every of these financiers and government institutions in South Africa has a different objective, different concentrate on different aspects of the whole economy itself, okay? So IDC does agro-processing and agricultural projects, although they are concentrating more really on agro-processing. Agro-processing means that you take from agricultural a raw product and then you either way can it, you make juice out of it, it's for processing, meat processing plants, and so the Industrial Development Corporation, it's most of the time really industrial development and innovation. Okay, so they don't do primary agriculture. The second unit, they concentrate on automotive and transport equipment, okay, and components manufacturing. It's not if you want to buy a truck, they will not finance that. The next one is basic metal and mining, concentrating on metal products, mining, steel, and other metal industries. Then there's a basic specialty and chemicals unit, and they are interested in long-term sustainability of the chemical value chain. Also would fund smart technology, environmental friendly chemicals, and new materials. So let me go further. Chemical products and pharmaceuticals. So if you are in this area and you want to establish a new manufacturing plant, then this unit is the right unit for you. They also want to improve the competitiveness of the plastic products, so the manufacturing of plastic products. Okay. IDC also offers clothing and textile unit, and they are concentrating at the moment. You can see that here on cashmere, mohair, and cotton value chain, but also secondary focus to assist the clothing, footwear, yarn, and toweling industry here in South Africa, because they know they are a little bit under the weather. The next unit is concentrating on heavy manufacturing. So if you want to, this focus is on manufacturing of cement, lime, clay, ceramic, and stone products, sawmilling, and wood products, pulp and paper products, rubber, glass, and again ceramic products, and other non-metallic products and non-metallic recycling. So, industrial infrastructure. They will also, quickly put my picture here out of the way, they will also concentrate on key industrial infrastructure to support the country's industrialization drive. Okay, and it helps to specifically in the areas of logistic, energy, telecom, broadband, and health and water infrastructure, if it is in relation to setting up manufacturing. Yeah, this is not applicable for private estates. They want to need energy and telecom broadbands. IDC is concentrating to develop the industry in South Africa. So the next one is the light manufacturing and tourism unit. And let me quickly see, I just want to make sure under light manufacturing, what do they mean with it? You can see if you click on the links, you definitely go then into it and get more information on from IDC. So with light manufacturing, they mean professional and scientific equipment. If you want to manufacture this, if you want to manufacture television, radio, and communication equipment, and they also take furniture production into consideration. So the next one is machinery and capital equipment. If you want to manufacture and produce big equipment and machineries, then this is the right unit for you. They also have a media and audio visual unit and concentrate on funding of motion pictures, digital cinemas and township, broadcasting, specifically for the development of Black industrialists. Okay, so if you are in this industry, IDC is definitely the right financier for you. Please, whenever you want to apply for, take your time and check the requirements, because you don't want to submit anything and then they say, oh no, that doesn't fit because you don't qualify for this specific loan. IDC is also interesting in new and emerging industries and in new technologies. Let me see, that includes energy storage, fuel cell, gas beneficiation. Well, that's a difficult word for me. Gas beneficiation, okay. Renewable energy inputs, medical devices, natural products, and additive manufacturing and nanotechnology. So if you do a little bit in the new industries, IDC definitely will have a look at it. And IDC is not only investing here in South Africa, but they are also interested if you as a South African entity want to set up something in the rest of Africa, they will be able to have a look at your venture. So, and they have different funding products available. They usually start, please, your funding requirements needs to be a minimum of 1 million rand, and they can go up to 1 billion rand. And they can use these different products like debt, equity, quasi-equity. They can offer guarantees, trade finance, bridging finance, and also venture capital. Usually they go business finance is usually not offered longer than 10 years. So you always need to make sure that you are capable and able to repay the loan in 10 years. And they have different special funds available. Usually they offer interest rate around about 13%, but sometimes there are some special funds available where they have reduced interest rates. You can't use them for 100%. IDC is going up to 90%. They usually love to have some co-financiers in the boat so that you have different financiers. I've done some deals where I used the National Empowerment Fund, the IDC, some grants from DTI, and the collateral. So you will always need to put some of your own capital into your venture. Otherwise, it is close to impossible to raise finance. There are some minimum requirements regarding BE and shareholding. Always depends also on the different products you really want to apply for. So let me see if there are some questions. The IDC, I don't really know if they have, I think they have corporate social investment funds for NPOs. But I haven't done that with IDC. Like I'm concentrating on business funding. I don't concentrate on NPOs. Tembi, if you want to ask to contact them, just give them a shout, ask them if they have some CIS funding available. And if they say yes, please also ask, okay, what are your requirements and what are your objectives? It usually changes what objectives they have on a regular basis. Okay. Are there some other questions here from Zoom? Otherwise, let me have a look at Facebook if there are. Is there any from Makumbila? Hi, Makumbila. Okay, so you want to know if there's any funding agency that can fund my short-term financing company? Yes, SEFA, Small Enterprise Finance Agency, does wholesale finance. So wholesale means that you are getting the finance from them and you are then able to give it to other companies, but they also have clear structure and rules and regulations with whom they like to work together with. I also know that Land Bank offers wholesale loans, but they also have strict rules and regulations. Number one is what you need to have in place. You need to have your national NCR in place, and I think you always need to be in business for 1 or 2 years. Okay, so there are no other questions. There's another question from Tembi. No. Okay, so IDC, what do they want to see from you? They always need to have a bankable business plan. IDC has their own Excel templates for the financial forecast so that they can check their ratios they require. They will also, if you are an existing company, they will also see that your balance sheet is healthy before they even take you into consideration. If you are a startup, they definitely want to have your offtake agreements in place, that they state clearly as soon as company XYZ is ready, we will buy from them on a monthly basis, 1,000 units, and we will pay, I don't know, 100 Rand per unit from them. If you are a startup, something what I always like to mention is please never ever rely only on one offtake agreement. Make sure you have some offtake agreements with a couple of potential financiers so that if one of them is not working with you, you are still able and capable to set up your operations, to be successful, and to repay the loan, because you always will sign surety for the loan. So, and you will be in trouble if you can't repay it. Yeah, make sure first and most important aspect of any loan application is that your venture is profitable. Okay, so great. Let me have a look here again on Zoom. There are definitely no questions anymore. Let me go here on Facebook to Biele. Would I get funding for training people with disability and scarce skills that are currently lacking in South Africa? Taba, I saw that you raised your hand on the other side. That's okay. To Biele, you will only get finance if you can show that you are able to repay a loan. If you want to, this is outside definitely of my expertise. If you want to apply for a grant, there are a couple of possibilities. Number one is if you say there are skills lacking in South Africa, you need to set up your trainings institution. This trainings institution needs to be CETA accredited. And if it's CETA accredited, you've done everything, then CETA can pay for your students. Okay. How this is working all in detail, I'm not properly clued up, but I can get you in contact with somebody. They are able to help you to set up your trainings institution. Yeah. But you will never ever be able to set up a business relying 100% really on these CETA grants. You need to make sure that you have enough students, they are able to pay for their own education. I hope I was able to answer this to Biele. The other thing is, or you need to set up a non-profit organization and then raise donations. And that's already totally out of my expertise. And let me tell you, raising donations is definitely not easier than raising finance. Okay. So let me go back to Zoom. There's another question. Jacko, okay, what would you suggest would be the best finance vehicle to start up a residential construction company? And do you know of any subsidizing requirements? Okay, Jacko, what you're doing here at the moment is you are asking me, please buy me a white car. Oh no, you're saying also, please buy me a car. I need to know definitely more about where. Nobody will finance a construction company. They will finance a project. Okay, so you need to be able to explain to me, okay, we want to set up, do the residential estate in this area. You will need to make sure that you have enough inquiries in this area. Sometimes you can do that if there are some clinics in an area and they need accommodation for their staff. That would help with these offtake agreements. There are some financiers out there, they concentrate on property development, but they also have a list of rules and regulations. And I just need to ask you then some more questions. What I will do is I will post in the comments let me here stop sharing and I can go in there. They will then I will double check with you and see if it fits, if you fit their requirements. Let me quickly send you my email address here. Oh God. Funding connection.prosa. Okay. So, Jacko, I hope this was answered. Can we look into the tourism aspect and what they fund there? Tiboho IDC funds a couple of different projects. They usually don't really like to do startups. NEF would be the best way to go there. IDC is more interested in expanding. And IDC, no, that's over. There was a specific fund and grant that IDC administered, but that closed on the 30th of June. Okay. Not sure why you can't see my question on what the IDC funds under tourism, please. Yes, so expansion is what they are concentrating most on. Otherwise, the National Empowerment Fund for Startups is good. So if you would like me to have a closer look at your Tiboho on at your venture, then please drop me an email and I will check for you. Schlanschler Industrial Development, they are able to fund startups, yes, and a factory from scratch. They need a bankable business plan, and you need to have minimum 10% collateral. You need to have offtake agreements in place. But that's all these things where we can assist you and where we are able to guide you through the whole process. Okay, Deboho, yes, please drop me an email. That's great. So let me go back to the Facebook page. I have a agro-processing project requiring 50 million to assist with the full amount. Trevor, no, IDC will not assist 100%. That's not what they do. They will always require a minimum of 10%, and that would be in your case 5 million rand. You definitely are able to use the agro-processing grant from DTI. They just said they will still keep it open, the specific grant, to the end of September this year. And what I always recommend is, if you need some collateral and you don't know where to get it, ask your suppliers and ask your potential customers. And maybe if they are big corporates, they may have some funds available through their enterprise development or supplier development program. I'm sure you are aware that they need to, I'm saying it straight like it is, they are buying their BEE points with investing and developing suppliers or other enterprises. And this way you are maybe able to raise the 5 million, right? Yeah. Okay. Nitz Yanda, thanks very much. She said, good job. She or he, I don't know. Sorry. He said, obviously. Okay, great. Thanks very much. Okay, I will also post here on my Facebook page my email address. Please, if you have any inquiries and would like to have some more details regarding your project, just feel free to email me directly. Funding Connection is able to assist you with the bankable business plans. We are able to assist you if first we start if your project is even viable, profitable. Then we determine if you qualify for any of the potential funding here available in South Africa. Then we can draft the business plan for you, and then we are also able to assist you to apply for funding. Okay, so that's if you have any questions or if you need our support, please feel free to contact us. We usually come back in 24 hours. And then I hope to talk to you soon. And otherwise, maybe we see us next week. I'm not too sure. Cindy set up your the topics, so I have no clue. She decided what I do on what day. But you will definitely also get an email Monday morning again, just to make sure that you are able to attend. Would IDC identify a mentor, twinning partner? Saloshna, no, that's not what they do. Usually not. Maybe they find somebody. If you're looking for a mentor or partner, you know what? Just think about who is your competition number one in your area, or you think about who would be my client. And then you just approach them and say, this is what I can bring to the table, but here is definitely, I need some advice and some mentoring. Sometimes there are also corporates offer mentoring programs. So talk to your potential customers and maybe they have some mentoring program available where you just fit in. Okay. Thanks very much for your attention. I enjoyed my Monday morning again and wish you all the success in the following week, and we see us then next week. Take care. Bye-bye.